From time to time, I'm looking on eBay for various plants, jars, or other cool stuff I can use to build closed terrariums or aquariums. Recently I came across this amazing Anubias, rooted onto a coconut shell, and I immediately had an idea of what I could do with it. It's a fairly large Anubias with a lot of roots. These plants actually don't grow on a substrate, but onto different things like wood, stones, or in this case a coconut. Anubias are perfect for builds like closed aquariums or ecospheres in my opinion, because they grow slowly and don't need much light or nutrients. Here you can see how the previous owner fixated the plant with a piece of wire, until the Anubias holds by its own. The container I'm using is a 3.3 liter jar from IKEA with a glass lid. Because it was a bit dirty, I cleaned it with some soap and gave it a good rinse before planting it. I chose white sand as a substrate because it contrasts nicely with the brown coconut and the green Anubias. Because I am afraid of anaerobic processes within the soil that could lead to the death of any plants or even the entire ecosystem, I made just a thin layer of around 1 cm high. Now you can actually see a perfect fit. The Anubias has a perfect size for this jar and fills it completely. I then added 2 sticks of some spiderwood that will hopefully look like some sort of roots. I watered them for a whole week beforehand so they won't float to the top. In addition, I placed some red lava stones around the coconut. This has several reasons. First of all, the aesthetics, then because of the high surface area of these stones. This way they can be more biofilm within the jar, which becomes important later on. And also to fixate this marsilea crenata. This plant only grows 4 to 5 cm tall and its individual leaves will make a good looking addition to the jar. It can cover any blank spots by producing runners. The second species is some christmasmoss. You can probably see where its name comes from. Both species are added around the coconut and fixated with the lava stones. For one of the last steps I added the water. I decided to use a mixture of 50% tap water and 50% distilled water. In my country you can actually use the tap water for aquariums because the water contains no or just a little bit of chloride. I diluted it anyway to reduce the amount of nutrients that I added to the jar. I hoped this would reduce the chance of getting an algae invasion and also result in a slower growth of the plants. The reason I mentioned the biofilm earlier in this video is because of the new inhabitants of the jar. These are Anisus snails. I couldn't find the correct English name for them, it might be whirlpool snail, so I will just call them by their scientific name. You may know their close relatives, the ramshorn snail. They differ from them by having their shell sideways, and especially in their size. Adults only grow 3 to 4 mm big, while the typical ramshorn snails you can find in your aquariums grow much bigger. So I think they are perfect for a jar of this size. The snails seem to be attracted to light. They are also way more active when the jar is hit by day or artificial light. They will feed on the biofilm that grows on the leaves, the wood, stones and glass wall. Hopefully this will start a nutrient cycle within the jar, so the plants and microorganisms will benefit from the poop of the snails. And they seem to poop a lot. After dropping them into the water, they immediately start to explore their new home. The white spots on some of the individuums are probably damages caused by shipping or maybe a calcium deficiency. Either way, I decided to add some pieces of a sepia shell. Because I was unsure how much I would need and how the sepia shell would affect the water, I just added a few tiny pieces first and crushed them in the water. I also added a really thin piece of cucumber for them to eat. I doused it with hot water before, so it won't float. So this is the closed aquarium I built in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'm still new to making videos, so if you have any tips, I would appreciate it. Everything you see in my videos is based on my own research and experience, so some things may be incorrect. Feel free to correct and criticize me. Any help is welcomed. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.